Good day everyone. Our topic for today is the information age. The information age is also known as the computer age or digital age. In this topic, we will discuss the development of information and technology and how they have affected society. We will also learn how information has developed from early forms of writing to modern digital technology. For our learning objectives, there are two main things that we should be able to understand. First, we should be able to connect what we learn to the development of the information age and its impact on society. Second, we should be able to understand how social media and the information age have affected our lives. The information age began in the last quarter of the 20th century. During this period, information became easily accessible. Computers and computer networks help people manage and share information. Because of these technologies and networks, information became widely available and could be accessed anytime and anywhere. Now, let us discuss the characteristics of information age. One important characteristic is the shift from traditional industry to an information-based economy. Information became an important resource in economic and social activities. Another characteristic is that it is also known as the computer age or digital age. The information age also includes innovations in computing and cybernetics, which contributed to the development of modern information systems. Another important feature is the availability of large amounts of information. Information can be shared through network platforms, allowing people and organizations to communicate and exchange information more easily. According to James R. Messenger, the information age is based on the interconnection of computers through telecommunications. This means that computers and information systems are connected so they can communicate and exchange information. Messenger also explained that information system can operate on a real-time and as-needed basis. This allows information to be accessed when it is needed. Another important factor is convenience and user-friendliness. Technology continues to develop in ways that make it easier and more convenient for users. However, this convenience may also result in user dependence on technology. Before we dive into the specific events of history, let's take a look at this picture. This chart shows how human technology has evolved over millions of years through three main stages: transforming material, transforming energy, and transforming information. The first one is the transforming material, 2 million BC up to 1780. Stone tools, 2 million BC. Early humans started by shaping basic stone tools to hunt, cut, and survive. The next one is bronze tools, 3300 BC. Later on, people learned to melt and combine metals, giving us stronger bronze tools for farming and building. And the third one is the iron tools, 1200 BC. Eventually, iron technology looked over, allowing us to make far tougher weapons, flows, and everyday items. The second one is transforming energy, 1780 to mid-20th century. Next came a massive shift. Instead of just reshaping raw materials, we learned how to capture and use energy to power giant machines. Water power, 1780. Humans used water wheels to capture the natural flow of rivers to run mills and early factories. Steam power, 1848. The invention of steam engines allowed us to power heavy trains and machinery, driving the Industrial Revolution. Next is electric power, 1895. Electricity brought light, heat, and power into homes and factories, completely changing daily life. The last one is the combustion power, 1940. Engines fueled by gas and oil gave rise to cars, airplanes, and modern transportation. The third one is transforming information, 1973 up to present. This brings us to the stage we live in today, turning data and communication into modern technology. Communicating and storing information, 1973. Instead of just physical energy, we began focusing on sending and saving information through early computers, phones, and digital networks. Computing information, 2008 and beyond. Today, we don't just store information. We analyze it instantly using algorithms, smart softwares, and artificial intelligence. This is the heart of the information age we are studying in this chapter. First, we have the Sumerian civilization, which dates back to around 3000 BC. The Sumerian civilization was the first civilization in Mesopotamia. The Sumerians used pictographs to represent words. Pictographs were symbols or pictures that represented words or ideas. One important development of the Sumerians was cuneiform, which became an important early writing system. The Sumerians played an important role in the early development of written communication. Now let's discuss cuneiform. The word cuneiform means wedge shape. It used wedge shape marks on clay tablets. These marks were made using a blunt reed as a stylus. Over time, the writing became more linear. Cuneiform was therefore an important early writing system used by the Sumerians to record information. Next is the Egyptian hieroglyphic script, which began around 2900 BC. The word hiero means holy, while the glypho means writing. Hieroglyphic was a complex writing system that combined logographic, syllabic, and alphabetic elements. It had around 1000 distinct characters. The characters were also very detailed, making hieroglyphic writing visually distinctive. This became an important system for the ancient Egyptian to record and communicate information. Next is the use of oracle bones around 1300 BC. Oracle bone writings are connected to the earliest written records of Chinese civilization. The oracle bones were made from the shoulder blades of oxen or the plastrons of turtles. Writing was made on these materials. They were also associated with the practice of divination, which was used to seek information or guidance about the future. Therefore, oracle bones were important both in the history of Chinese writing and in understanding ancient Chinese practices. Another material used during this period was the carapace. A carapace refers to the outer shell of a turtle. During the Shang dynasty, turtle shells were used for divination. Divination refers to the practice of seeking knowledge or guidance about events, especially those related to the future. The use of carapace showed how ancient people used available natural materials for recording information and carrying out important cultural practices. Lastly, we have the papyrus roll, which was used around 500 BC. Papyrus was made from a plant and became the chief writing material in ancient Egypt. It had a flexible and smooth surface which made it suitable for writing. It could also accept and retain ink without easily blurring or smudging. Because of these qualities, papyrus became an important material for writing and preserving information in ancient Egypt.